G'day, mate. Welcome back to Ixion with me, Jitty. In our last episode, we finally found out what happened to the Pythagoras. And today's episode, we need to investigate further. At the same time, we need to fix up a couple of things on the ship and probably even unlocked a brand new sector. So can I ask you a couple of favors as always? One, can I borrow a like? I'd like to borrow a like and a prayer for, well, our poor spaceships that need to fly through the space cloud at the same time, the poor people that we're sending in a brand new sector, because chances are I don't have a good plan. They're going to have to probably build and rebuild things a few times. I'm speaking of building and rebuilding things, that's probably the first thing I want to jump into. That is in sector number 1. I'm trying to get another waste plant in here, but everything's in the way. So we're going to put in 2 storages, which we're going to have to plug a road into. Probably helps if I had the right one, the first one, the right direction. And then I'm going to delete that and that. With those done, I can set you for microchips and you for food. And then I can dismantle these once they're done and, shove everything over top. One thing we need to do is I need to get to this. I need to save the Pythagoras. So first thing we're going to do is, in our mission log, is build a retractable telescope pole, which we're going to start researching. It's 30 points. I got 24, but we do make 1 point every 1 cycle. So we should be good to have that done in, I don't know, 6 days? 6 days roughly? Yes. Second thing I need to do is I need to start defrosting peepsicles. So we need to set this one up with peepsicles so we can bring peepsicles from here to here. Also probably turn on that one. Make sure we got lots of peepsicles to make sure we can defrost the peepsicles. Yes, last thing we need to do is here, this one. We have a lot of polymer. So what I was thinking is we could put in a polymer refinery here and here with an itty bitty road, and then I could get rid of this polymer factory. Also, possibly move the DSL center up to here and then rearrange these roads and tidy things up a little bit. So that's sort of going to be the plan here. Actually, we're just going to hit deconstruct on you. You can't process anything at the moment because you got nowhere to put it. All right, on to the third colony. Third colony, I think we're good with it for the moment. The only thing I do want to check is workers. I have just the right amount of workers here. So we're going to ship Sector 2 to Sector 3. I'm going to ship out 30 workers and get them across here. Peepsicles. We're going to make sure workers go into Sector 1 and non-workers go into Sectors 2 and 3. Yes, that's going to be important. I'd like to build up the worker count in here, and that way I know where the workers are when I need to rearrange them. Because if we need to drop the working hours 1, I'll need to be able to know where I can get workers from. Or we could just have accidents everywhere. The other thing we can do is we can turn off the silicon because, well, I've got no more silicon to process. In fact, we're down to basically ice and iron. Yeah, they're the 2 things. I do need to prioritize 1 ship to go pick up peepsicles. Probably a 2nd ship. Yeah, we're going to have 2 ships go out and get peepsicles. All right, with that out of the way and some plans done, one thing I do want to do is I want to make sure this is the high priority for mining because there's 360 ice or something we need to get out of the way.
Population transfer complete.
That's almost done. Okay, all right, so, we know we've arrived at the site. We're welcome like heroes. People crowd around us, reaching out and touching us as if they doubt our existence. Some of the older crew members looked on with skepticism. The crew are wrecked, tired and disorientated from cryo sleep. They've been traumatized by the horrors they've suffered at the hands of the Emaneki. They provide us with a complete diagnostic rundown of their structure, and we can now allocate resources and begin repairs. So I can start shipping across resources, or with the team of gear with the assistance of the Pythagoras, with internal equipment repairs, food distribution. I think I want to do... Okay, what do we need the antenna for? Does it say? Oh, well, maybe it says in point 3 of a research. Come on, point 3 of a research. No? Okay, fine. Well, whilst we wait, this is done. Okay, so I can remove that, and... I can remove that, and that should ship that stuff there, so I can move this all over by a tile, so I can put in another waste treatment plant. All right, the crew transport should have arrived. They have, so let's pop open this door because this is going to take some thinking. It's also going to make the hull integrity worse. Oh, Oh, actually, let's just give it a minute on that. We need to fly into a bad zone. Yeah. Okay. Do you have... No, it's still at 3%. 3%! Come on! It's one research point. Hurry up. Okay, that's been moved, that's been moved, that's been decommissioned. That's been partially decommissioned. What we're going to do... Oh, Optimus has become more experienced. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to turn you on, and I'm going to set you to polymer, which means I should be able to empty the polymer out of some things that have polymer, and then probably turn it off polymer, and then it should unempty from polymer. Yeah, okay. Which means this should go away. All right, the technology has been researched. There we go. Oh, no, I need to construct the pole. All right, construct the pole. Everybody likes a good pole. We're going to put a pole on the outside. I'm assuming it sticks out the front where everybody can see your pole. You know, whether you want them to see your pole or not. Yeah, probably. The good news is it costs 60 polymer, which I have too much of. All right, with that done as well, this has all been rearranged. What I want to do is I want to remove the learning center or the propaganda center and the battery. Yes, because I'm going to put the propaganda center up here. It means I could put in another dock down here, I assume. Yeah, we could put in another dock down here. I don't know whether I want another dock down here, but it's an option. It's an option. Let me change that back. Silicon. Okay. No idea where that steel is going to go. Can I spend steel in here? Not really. I could store steel in here. That's not a bad idea. Can I set you to max? Yeah, just bring all the steel in here for a minute, because we're going to spend it next door anyway. And hopefully that means these can be decommissioned. Road. And stability.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
And then we're just going to move that to there. It's a small change, but every change matters. Okay. So if I remove this road, I can put in another loading dock. I don't think we need another loading dock, but, you know, it's an option. Accidents have happened. They're always happening. They've been decommissioned, which should be good with that. Okay. So, is our pole done? We built our pole? No, 50%. Okay. So with our pole done and everything else, we should be good to go. All right. One thing I do want to do in the research, as we have a lot of researchers, is we can get this one. Disruptive study protocols. Science sharing during exploration is increased by 10%. Sounds like a deal to me. It is 40 research. I don't have any research apart from what we make passively, so it's going to take a minute. Oh, all high pressure cutters, which is 40, which also requires the augmented building protocols, which is another 35. We'll go with the bonus research first, then we'll look at the other ones, because that'll have a bigger payoff when we get to spend it. All right, as soon as we get rid of the iron in here, this one should be good to go. You guys have nowhere to store things, and there's still a crap ton of silicon to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. You can do polymer, I guess. You can do steel, and you can do steel. Might as well. Might as well start processing it whilst we can. Okay. So, pole done, right? Can I click on one of these guys? Pole is done. Okay. Do we have a different objective here? No. All right. So we're going to start shipping across. This is the crew into repairs and food distribution. I guess it doesn't matter. All right, we're going to set that one. We're going to set Santa Slay to go help. Yes. Now, Santa Slay is in one of the docks, one of the many, many docks. So what I want to do is I want to find out who he docks with. It's this one. I want to make sure Mins and Arch are preferably doing nothing so we can get some storage in here. So we're going to have Mins do squat. And Arch, same story. I'm just going to have them stop doing anything. So any space we get in here can be reserved for Santa's sleigh. So when Santa drops off things, they can pick up things and then turn around and go away again. Speaking of ships that are doing peepsicles, let's not prioritize ice. Let's also not prioritize ice, although you have a separate mission. So people are doing iron instead. I guess we have lots of peepsicles already. Yeah, we have lots of peepsicles already, so I guess it's okay. There's 80 here to defrost, and I need to stay under 250. 250, there's a penalty, and I'd really like to stay under that amount. Alright, with that done, we're going to have all the mining's done, so it's just a matter of Wally and who was his friend? Grubber! Grubber to go grab peepsicles, and meanwhile, hopefully Santa can load up materials as fast as possible. That's it right there. He should load up with his 33 and then drop off, and then so on and so forth. The other two should, in theory... No, I need to turn that off. In theory, have nothing to do. Yeah, so they should just hang around the dock and literally do nothing, which just means that Santa sleigh can get in and out as quickly as possible. One of you had peeps. Maybe Santa's picking up peeps. Oh, Arch is now doing peeps. Okay, let's not. Let's not. Alright, so we should have Santa's sleigh, Grubber, and Arch was trying to go pick up peepsicles and drag them back and forth. I just want to have the deliveries done because we need to find the ship over there to attach our pole to their pole and our pole to their hole, and you know, that's how baby ships are born. Okay, so with that done, we have some storage for some steel, so hopefully we'll get the steel processed. Always. Hopefully we'll get steel processed. The other thing I need to watch out for is I need to keep this under 250. Now, there is a bug. It shows its head from time to time, and other times it doesn't. If you ever try to exploit it, that's the point where it decides not to show up. If you have more than 250 pods in the ship, you get a debuff, a 1 trust debuff right across every sector per 250. So if you have 1,000 on the ship, you get a -4 debuff. It's harmful. It hurts. It hurts. But if they're in loading docks, normally they don't count. Unless you're counting on them being in loading docks and therefore not counting, at which point they probably count. They probably hurt you. So, yeah. You guys are taking forever. Can I... Pause construction? Pause construction. Just empty these. Just empty these, guys. Just get the steel out of here so I can shove everything over a tile, so I can build another one of these, so we can process more trash into more microchips. I have too much trash. Well, I don't have quite yet, but I could have too much trash, and I prefer not to have too much trash. So remove these, please. I don't know. Oh, no, these are going to go back. That's right. Can I put you here with a little road, Mr. Buildybot can do that. We can set you back to food, which means I can unselect you from food. And I could destroy you, but I'm just going to turn you off for the moment, because I'd like the other destroyers that we've already set up to actually get destroyed. I can remove that bit of road. And hopefully they'll get this. Well, they're now building rather than destroying, because they're awesome like that. And technically we don't have any food whilst that's off. Oops. Meh. And we starved, right? Nah, no, we starved. It was fine. Alright, turn that off, turn that off. As soon as these are gone, I can put in the other one, put in the other trash location.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay, how much carbon do we have? So there's no carbon out there, there's no carbon out there, there's no silicon out there. Everybody's picking up either ice or iron, because there is no other option. And I have 200 peepsicles, 200 and... 100, 200, 250 plus. Yep, and we already hit that penalty. So I have on the ship, in station max 200, Plus 33 here, plus 24 here. That means we went over our cap. So I'm going to turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. Other direction, other direction. Yeah, okay. We're just going to turn them off. Just going to turn them off for a minute. I have a lot of carbon, which... Okay, first off, I can turn that off. And we're going to set you to... Sorry, polymer instead. That way we can at least process it. If it's processed, it means potentially I can turn the buildings off. Alright, and we're just going to keep Santa going and shipping things out. Alright, where are we up to with this? We've got two more trips, and then Santa should be done. He actually needs polymer, which should be easy for us to get because there should be room in here. And no, we still have over 250. So how many do I need to burn off? Oh, another 25 showed up. Perfect. Perfect. You guys are doing a great job. I told you you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Great job. Great job. Okay. And that still hasn't been removed. Okay. Can we remove this one now? This is just turned off. It's not even marked for Tiqqun. Yep. Up. No, destroy roads. The button I want. Come on, now disappear. Please. Please. Cool. Alright, we can remove that. I can put in a normal road from there to there. I can, nope, press all the wrong buttons. We're going to put you in here and factories. Another waste treatment plant here. Okay, you are going to do microchips, which means you are not going to do microchips. We're going to mark you for decon. We're going to mark you for decon. And that should solve our problems. Also, I can finally unpause that and unpause that and set you for a high priority. And I guess we get the first one done as a high priority before I worry about the second one as a high priority, right? Yeah, 9, 10. Great. Now I'll set you for a high priority because the batteries can wait. They're really not that important. You can't output. And don't even have an error message why you can't output. Okay, well, the answer is that didn't exist. It now exists. Alright, so... Alright, that's now counting down. We've got 3 cycles for that to be done. Now, we do need to fly the Protagoras over there to attach our pole to their ship. So that's something we need to keep in mind for the not-too-distant future. No, we're still getting rid of polymer. Yes. Okay. And also iron and also peepsicles, but we're down under 250 again. Alright, so that's something. These can go away eventually, and then that sector should be fine. This sector has extra steel already shipped in. Is there anything else I can do? No, and technically it says our food's going down, but...
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, everybody's working conditions are still optimal. We're not into super accident territory. We're just into the regular accident territory, so we're not too worried about it. All right. You complete repairs the superstructure of the Protagoras as we finish our last task. Invitation was found and have been left for us. Some of the elder members of the Protagoras wish to meet us. Okay. Nomi protocol, meet the elders. Or we need to be in orbit. Alright, what's the flight time? 2.2. Okay. Why do I have a Why? Why? Because I have a ship that can't do anything? Is that what you're telling me? Has nothing selected? I realize that. Alright, we're going to meet the elders then. And then, I guess at around about 2.2 cycles, we'll fly in and save the day, right? Something like that. 2.4, 2.3, let's go! Alright, let's fire up the engines. Brand new scenery time, because, I do really want to open that new sector. I really, really do. Oh, you know what?
Caution. Entering extreme low temperature environment.
How do we have snow in space? Like, space is cold. Space is really cold to start with. How do you get colder than cold?
A new request awaits your attention.
What's the new request? Is it something stupid? Bet you it's something stupid. Avoid entering space weather for 20 cycles. Adverse space weather conditions could cause severe damage to the Tiqqun. Unless the objective of critical importance lies within, we should avoid entering areas when using our EKP systems. Well, we don't really have a choice. A little rain never hurt anybody. Duh! You're the one who wants us to go save our friends, our fellow crewmates, our, well, shipmates, I guess, because they're on a different ship. And then you're like, the weather's bad. It rains in space. I still don't know how it rains in space. I still don't understand how it's freezing in space. How is it colder than cold? I don't understand any of these things. Either I'm really, really smart or I'm really, really stupid. It's one of the two. But it's now colder and darker than it was before. Okay, like I understand the debris in space and like technically somehow you can have thousands of miles worth of ice in space. But the ice in space is going to be no colder than the not ice in space. Ooh. Ice in space. Not how you park a ship. For the record. Daggerous. Still not how you park a ship. That's how you park a ship. Yes, that's how you park a ship. Okay. Alright, so we've arrived. You guys definitely parked in the wrong orientation. That's a lot of ice. We could just mine ice forever and we'd be fine and the crew would live happily ever after, or something along those lines. Point 1.
A science ship team has
the elders, they call themselves, have told their story. They are some of the last members of the crew who remember Earth. Many of the protagonists do not remember their past. The elders blame Dolos cryonic technology for this phenomenon. They testified to a significant difference between the crew of the protagonists and that of the Amaneki. Crew of the Amaneki was mainly composed of people who had lived on Earth almost all their lives. According to the elders, Vol technology is more than just a space travel technology. They believe each Vol jump by a Dolos vessel generates a cataclysm event that initially caused the Tiqqun frowns tachyons. They say the root cause this and the fact that the UN self-similar space travel technology does not utilize these particles means their ships do not leave behind such cataclysms. The discussion lasted some time. Casper, Hashman, and Sieglein Hosegleiner have decided to stay on the Prometheus with the elders. They do not want to follow the Tiqqun's mission anymore. Sure, you were weird duplicates that came out of Sphere anyway. We're just going to go with it. Infrastructure and food distribution, reboot the protagonist's core systems. Yes, let's do that. We're going to send over Santa Slay. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm in a cold zone. Do I take extra hull damage? Hull integrity may be affected by weather conditions. Great. All right. We are still going to go open up the fourth quarter. Yep. Override locks. Also, probably should be important, we're at 500 and 500. So what I need to do is come in here, and you're set to a 500 population limit. Great. You're at 501, so you're obviously ignoring me. I need to mail people out because you can only feed 500 people. So we're going to move from Sector 1 to Sector 2 colonists.
Has occurred in the Tiqqun.
I have 90 of those I'd like to get rid of, please. Also, you have housing for like 600 people, and you have not nearly enough in stock. Okay, from Sector 2 to Sector 3, I just shipped out 30 workers because we opened a new wall. Can I go only workers? 40. Okay, and then you can still hold 300 non-workers. I don't have 300 non-workers, but I do have 130. Non-workers from Sector 1 to Sector 3. 130, please. Yes. Migrate. and you have a population of 545. So you need to also move non-workers from 2 to 3, 100. Cool. You now have a neat population of 500. You have 445, and I have 290 in this sector. Yeah, we need to stabilize population somehow.
Population transfer
Okay.
complete.
You extra hours. Still? 40 workers from 2 to 3. Okay, well, look, in that case, I'll just turn off a whole bunch of that. Optimal. Great. All right. New sector. New sector. All right. We want to do a few things in new sector. First thing is we're just going to accept that probably a lot of this is going to be garbage. All right. I'm going to put a... Nope. I'm going to put a workshop. I'm going to put a workshop there. The rest of this is probably going to be garbage. I'm going to bring this road to here and through around... just... No, because we're going to keep this road. This, most of it. Oh, God. Okay. I built the whole lot, and you know what? You know what? Just disconnect that. Okay. Now you can't go off and build everything. All right. I need to put in a storage and a storage and a food thingy. Sure. And a housing thingy. We've only got 40 people here, so we're just going to put in one of these like so, and then we're going to plug all of that together with that. Yes. Okay. That's going to be our first plan. And that way, hopefully, I can start collecting some of this crap to actually get some of this crap built. You built around the wrong way, right way? I hope you are. Yeah, that's the door at the front. That'd be important. All right. Yep, and then you run out of things to build, so you collect that, and you collect that, and that. Okay. With that done...
Population transfer complete.
We're going to build that.
Solar panel badly damaged.
Yeah. Can I go there, please? Solar panel, that one. As long as it's expensive ones. Hate to break a cheap one. Hull is currently turned off due to, well, repairs. Can I get that picked up? Alright, and then that one. That. Okay, none of this picked up the stuff in the middle. That's the removey road part. We haven't got that far yet. Okay. Collect that. Collect that. Probably should ship in food, actually. Yep, that seems important. Alright, collect. Hopefully that's enough.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Cool. Time to turn you on. Alright, you can finish repairing that solar panel and then start fixing up the hull bit by bit by bit. Where are we up to with this? We're still shipping in food. Wrong one. You. So you have almost enough food. Is the ship there or not? Okay, it looks like the ship's literally waiting for the start for the shipping to happen. Okay, that can be turned off. You can be deselected for polymer and turned off. You can be deselected for polymer and turned off. And that way we'll use this polymer first. Okay, back to this problem. Cool. The little robot guy is going around building all the roads. We need to plug that in because that would have been important. That in. Cool. That would have also been important. And I missed this one. It's fine. Eventually, we'll get the roads done. We'll get a thing built. All right. So, hull degrees are going up yet? 150 hull points. It is. Okay. Sector 6 is starving? Why? No, Sector 3. Why are they starving? No, they're the one with all the food. Oh, 505. Sector 3 to Sector 4. Non-workers here. Just
No
maltend to
more
the...
resources available to mine.
Okay, didn't expect that. We'll just ship them on to the next sector. Okay. Collect. More collecting. More collecting. One crew member died during last cycle. One due to environmental effects. Yeah. Don't hang around the cold. It gets cold. It turns out that EVA suits, which are impervious to the freezing cold of space, are not impervious to the rain. Okay. I need to run a road all the way through here. Also need to collect that, and then eventually we'll get this bit built and a road through to there. Yep. Okay, so we're going to remove that, and we're going to remove that. Alright. Lots more collecting to be done. Alright. I have too many resources. Perfect. Alright, this sector. We're going to spin the camera around because we have a very simple objective. If I put in 4 of those, they hold 125 people each. If I put in... What? Oh, there's a building in the way. If I put in 5, 6... There's a building in the way. 7 of them. That's... I don't know. 825, I want to say. 850. A lot of people. A lot of people. This is going to be a people sector. A people sector with a lot of people. Also going to need to do food and farming as well. So it's going to have a few things it needs to cover. But first thing is a lot of people. Also, it means that now we can pause, and you're built enough. Pause. Also means that I can now start emptying the last of these.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Empty the last of the materials. All right. The resources in there, the resources necessary for the well-being of the Protagonist crew have been brought aboard. The station's core systems are now online and operational. We spoke with the crew of the Protagonist. It's clear most of them now wish to pursue a different goal rather than exoplanet colonization, with their tachyon calculator stolen by the UN. Their ability to generate vol coordinates with it, they say they no longer attempt to reach Remis. Instead, the Protagonist will become a place for life in perpetual displacement. As there are only 2 sections of the ship functional, however, the crew accept they must reduce their numbers if they have a chance of enduring such an existence. Whilst some will leave the Protagonist with heavy hearts, confronted by the knowledge they are giving their crewmates the best odds of survival, many more actually wish to join us on the Tiqqun and see the mission to reach Remis through to the end. We must welcome on board the Tiqqun before we leave the system and the Protagonist behind. Okay, we're going to leave the Protagonist. We're going to bring gear back to the ship because it's missing 2 crew. We're also going to get the hell out of this space crap and fire up the engines. That way I don't have to worry about people dying and solar panels freezing, because that sounds like a bad combination. Which means I now have 184 people to pick up plus 489 cryopods. Also, because these guys are turned on, they have promptly gone and picked up people already, which is another problem. I probably don't have anywhere to put them. Yeah, you got 0 power. We didn't get to you. Yeah, I have 500. Whoa. Stop shipping in people. Sector population limit. Are you listening to me at all? I'm gonna go with no. Okay. Population. Okay, what do we have? Non-workers, 70. Non-workers from 2 to 1. I need to ship off 40 of them to get back under numbers. Okay, I cannot go over 500 because we can't feed more than 500 currently. All right. Battery. Okay, so it's this sector that's dead, but we're trying to fix that. Okay, can
An
I...
accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
There's always accidents in Tycoon. Okay, it's like, what's the safety record for this ship? We went 3 hours without an accident this week. Okay, spin this back around. We can remove that tile, that tile, that tile.
Population transfer
All of
complete.
those tiles. Let's run you to there. We can straighten that up. We can remove that probably. These are being emptied. These are all pores, so I don't run through too much iron. The hull needs a good repairsies. Yep. And at least we're back out of the weather. And all the solar panels exist. All the solar panels exist. Okay. All right. And we have 14 whole science points. Okay, so I want to put in population. I want another cell housing here. We're going to pause it. I don't want to start building these. I want to plan things out first. Because I need to not only bring the crew aboard, I need to feed them, which is a problem in itself. We have plenty of ice, so that's not really that much of an issue, apart from, well, I need some way to grow the food to feed them. Okay, we're going to remove that too. Alright, so, another one of those. Pause. Alright, so we've got half a plan worked out. Half a plan is better than no plan. Now, this sector, I want it to do 2 things, 2 very important things. 1, housing. 2, I need waste disposal. I need some way to deal with the large amount of trash we have, because let's flip things around and we'll go to sector 1. We have 80 trash. These guys are going flat out. Helps if you're actually doing the right thing, guys. Can I... Factories. Can I squeeze one in here? Nope. No, not without removing that, which is going to drop our happiness by 1, which is probably okay just. Alright, so I have these guys doing trash, but there's trash in all these houses that hasn't been picked up. There is this lot of trash, which hasn't been shipped out. There is this lot of trash, which hasn't been shipped out. And where's your trash to? There and unpowered, which hasn't been shipped out. So I need a sector to process trash. So we're going to make a sector to process trash. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to put in a fusion reactor right there in the pause. In the pause mode, we're going to have a lot of things in the pause mode. We're then going to go into waste treatment. And you would, of course, go right there, except the building's the way. 1, 2, 3. Pause, pause, pause. Can I get a box, please? Maintenance, one of those. Sure. Down there works for me. You can do microchips. At least then I can get rid of that. That's going to be in our way. All right, next thing we're going to need to do is I'm going to need food. We're going to leave a 3-tile gap right there. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 of them. And then have a 1-tile gap here. I don't know what I'm going to do with 1-tile gap, but we'll work that out later. We're also going to need population and infirmary. Infirmary is going to pop over here as well. And then... pause. Okay. Alright. Then, from there, we can then put in our farms. Lots and lots of farms. We can also put in this guy, which is then going to produce the water. We can do 1, 2, 3 trash recycling, I guess. And I need this road done. I need this done so I can remove the road so we can talk about the farms. Actually, can we resume a farm building? That'd probably help with us talking about the farms. We're also going to this sector set up this and make sure I have probably at least 50 steel, because we're going to be going through a bit of steel. Okay, with that done, we can now remove that and put in, where are my factories? Waste trash processing right there. Pause you as well. Right, because I want to bring out 9 farms. Can I do a substitute? Yeah, we'll do a substitute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 farms brings us to here. So I have this amount of space to build anything I want, which is not a lot. But hopefully it's enough to build everything I want. Oh, plus the 5 tiles down this side. Now, down this side, I need to put in a whole bunch of things like power and all sorts of things. Actually, power, we'll do power first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was easy. Okay, so down this side, I need to put in lots of things. Also, mess halls. There's a few things we need to build. So we're going to do you, which is going to be pretty useless until we get fusion station, which is also going to be pretty useless until we get water sent in as well. As for food overall, we're at 73%. So I'm sort of on a timer as well, just to make life even more interesting. Okay, you pause off. Actually, we'll put in the farms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 like I said. Alright, with that done. So I have 5 tiles across the front to put things. Mess hall is 4 tiles. We're going to go with population. Nope, wrong one. Food. Mess hall. I'm going to go with 1, 2. We are planning on having potentially well over 1,000 people in the sector, so we're going to have 2 mess halls. On top of that, we're going to need storage, and we're going to need storage for ice, food, and food. Also, iron, electronics. I don't know what else. No, I don't know what else. Oh, trash. Maybe we've got enough with what we've got. Alright, I don't actually need this road here anymore. Okay, then the other things I'm going to want to put in is factories, waste treatment center. I can slide another one of these in here. I'd really like to. The more waste treat... Oh, and a SLS center. DLS center, which is 5 tiles, which is one of the reasons why we have the extra tile at the top, which means I can keep the road out by a tile, and I can put it in at the top without too much of a hassle. Okay, so I need to have you turned off. You are off. I need to have these built. I need to have these built, so we can remove this one. But the housing's probably okay for right now. I need to remove that and get in a DLS center, because we're going to need to have waste recycling reasonably quickly, because we're going to make a good use of waste in this sector as well. Yeah, few things we need to work out. Also, some of these storages, which we need, what storages do we need? We need at least 1 for water and 1 for waste. We only need 2 for right now. Okay, you're done. We can dismantle you. Technically, I didn't need you. We'll turn you off. Okay, and you're in the way of a waste treatment plant, but that's pretty pointless if you don't actually have the waste treatment plants built. Okay, so I need you to do waste, which I can't turn on until this is done. So you're going to do ice. You're going to be off. You need to be resumed. Plus, we're going to need to... I can't ship things in yet until we have things running. All right. We also need workers. So, we're in Sector 4, which has housing for 40, because that's all I built. 52 crew members. So I can ship in about 80 all up. We're going to have non-workers... Okay, so we're going to ship non-workers to population 506 every time. Okay, we're going to go from Sector 2 to Sector 4. Only workers. Can I get 14? Start migrating. Okay, that's now under its limit, which is going to bring us up to 40, 50. 50. We're going to have 50 so far. On top of that, I need to ship the non-workers from Sector 4 to anywhere else because they're useless. Sure. 10. You're now maxed out. All right. And I have 50 in total, according to those numbers. And I have a bunch of workers in this sector. And I said I can go up to... What do we have? 50, 80. 80? Let's go with 80. So we're going to go from Sector 1 to Sector 3, 4. Workers, 30. Cool. All right. that's our start. We've got medical up and running. We've got the food up and running. We have some housing up and running. We have this being built. We have you not being built. Helps if you probably had a high priority on you. We have this, which we're going to enact the policy of. Everybody happy so far? Neutral. Everybody's not happy so far. We're going to enact the policy of propaganda first to get that extra stability bonus, and then we'll work our way from there. And cryopods are doing a shit job of sending out to anywhere. Just zero.
Population
Zero.
transfer complete.
Just defrost into this sector. Okay. Alright, nobody's starving. We have a few unhoused heathens in here, but that's okay. We can live with that. You're going to be up and running. The batteries are not high priority. This is really the high priority. Okay, so into Sector 4, I want to ship
Population
ice.
transfer complete.
Max minus 20. So we have some ice. And we're mining things. So I need to grab 184 non-workers still. Which means I need to have this sector basically running because food is also dwindling. We can turn this on, but it's going to eat into our water stockpiles, which for some reason are super low and I don't know why. We can find... No, we can't. We needed to get that 35 research to then get this 40 research. Hey! 2 years in space! Alright, well, with 2 years in space, I think that's a good spot to end it then. We have a plan here. It's a very detailed plan. There's a lot of planning to go with the planning, There's also a lot of stuff that needs to happen. Actually, if I turn you on and I have you do iron as well, in theory, we can get iron shipped around faster. But there's a lot of things that need to happen in this sector. We need to have the ice running to get the water running. We have a limited amount of water in here for I don't know what reason, because in theory, we've had excess for quite some time. I don't get it. It is what it is. Yes. Yes, a little bit of starvation never hurt anyone, right?
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Yep. Stockpile, small. Which one? Which one? Oh, the iron one. This is why I want to turn you on. Yeah, because, you know, it's not like that would hold up construction at all. Yeah, I'm going to call this episode here. We'll come back next episode. We'll come back to building this. This is going to be the important one. Also, it means next episode I need to pick up the 180 plus the 500 peepsicles, which we don't have any peepsicles. So we can probably let Santa go get peepsicles again. Yeah, we can let at least a ship go get peepsicles. I'm guessing the other ones are getting ice. Yes. Yeah, they must be getting ice. So we can at least get something back up and running. Actually, can I set you? You. Oop. Doesn't matter as long as I've got one tick in it. Yep. You guys can all get ice. So you can fill up the other two docks with ice, which are full of iron. But then this one will just be peepsicles, which means they should get shipped out quickly. Anyway, I'm rambling. I need to end this here. We'll be back next episode. We'll finish building this out. And with the SLS center and everything else, we should end up getting a waste sector, which just is going to process a crap ton of waste. Which hopefully means that I can get a whole lot of microchips, or we can turn the waste into food. I'm sort of liking waste in the microchips, because microchips have been a problem, and microchips are needed for higher tech items. But we'll cover all our details and all our options in the very next episode. Otherwise, I need to call it here. As I said, thank you guys for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.